What's up, guys? My name is 50 Levels Up, and welcome to Dwarf Fortress. I'm very excited to be playing this game. Hands down, one of my favorite games. Probably, I would say it's my favorite colony simulator of all time. And if you don't know what Dwarf Fortress is, basically it's a colony simulator where you take 7 dwarves on an expedition to go make a dwarf fortress. Basically, which is the name of the game, the Dwarf Fortress, right? And it's inspired so many different colony simulator games. The most popular among them, I would say, would probably be RimWorld. The reason why this game is so beloved is because of how detailed it is and how many silly things can happen. How amazing of a storyteller of a game that it is. But I'm not gonna get into all that. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So Dwarf Fortress came out a few days ago on December 6th. I was surprised that it came out this year, but I was very excited when it wanted to come out. So here we're gonna be in the world designer and everything. I'm gonna go into detailed mode because it's a very specific type of what I want to make. We're gonna make a large region, and I wanted to have volcanoes because I want our fort to be in a volcano. So we're gonna change the minimum volcano to 40, which I think just makes it so that there's at least 40 minimum or 4 minimum volcanoes. Maybe I'll change it to 50 actually. See how that works. Keep everything else the same. We'll keep all the default settings the same, and we're gonna create a new world. So Dwarf Fortress is like such an amazing game. Before, the thing that held it back was the graphics, because it was without a texture pack, it was impossible. For me at least, it was very difficult to play. Like, it was really hard to understand, but and also has a very high learning curve. But now with the new Steam version that came out, and I've been playing at least 8 hours because I played the tutorial and I had a few fortresses just to learn how to play and tried some recordings before. But now with the new Steam version, like, things are good. It's an easier game to play. You know, learning curve isn't as bad anymore, and it's just generally kind of better. So I've been enjoying it like a lot. So I'm very excited to be playing it because I was like, when Dwarf Fortress comes out, I was like, I know I want to play this on YouTube. And it's one of those games for me personally that I have to play in long stints. So also expect these episodes to be long, but I can see a volcano right there. But so let's go ahead and create in our world, placing all the different regions and all those different things, placing the beasts, recounting the legends and stuff like that. We're gonna live in an early world, so we're gonna start this around maybe like 50 years, I would say. Just pause there. There we go. So we got 53 years, 26,026 events total have happened, and so many different things happen. So many kingdoms have been made and all these different things. But let's go ahead and use this world and get started. Yeah, I see a few volcanoes that I obviously want to be next to, so that's good. That's good. Now, we'll learn a little bit later why I want to be next to a volcano. But for those of you that play Dwarf Fortress, you know, I'm so excited to play this game though. Like, I really love this game. I used to play it so much a little bit when I was younger, because I just love the storytelling aspect. And the thing I like about Dwarf Fortress is how detailed it is. It's just a really good colony simulator. The only thing that held it back was like the graphics, basically, and the learning curve. But everything else, I just thought is absolutely beautiful. IGN actually gave this a 10 out of 10. A review, which is kind of funny because IGN sometimes can be a little wonky. But let's go. So I'm gonna skip the tutorial. We don't want to do that. We're gonna move over to the left, or down here. Here we go. And ooh, let's see if we can settle with this. This mountain has iron, gold, silver, copper, nickel, zinc, platinum, tin, and lead. There's a brook here. Let's see if we can settle in this volcano. So this is a woodland. The temperature is hot though. So let's see if there's another place that we can get into. It's a human castle near that volcano. Well, there's infinitely more volcanoes than I thought there was going to be. Here's another woodland. The surroundings are calm, has shallow sand. I kind of want wilderness as the surroundings, because the surroundings basically tell you the type of animals and a few of the things that you kind of encounter. So untamed wilds results in like kind of untamed wilds and stuff like that kind of results in like giant emus and stuff like that. One of my fortresses got murdered by a bunch of giant emus actually. But and wilderness gets you stuff like wild boars and a few other things, so it's good for hunting. So your environment's important, right? And the temperature is important too, because I think your dwarves do get discomforted in certain temperatures. So we got a few places to choose from. I don't want to be in these untamed wilds though, so I'm gonna leave that alone for a second. I'm just looking at all these different areas. Being in a calm place is kind of lame. Not gonna cap to you. This is a pretty good place. There's humans and there's elves nearby, and it's a freshwater marsh. Conficerous forest. Or oh my gosh, I cannot speak. Whatever. But anyway, so so let's see. Let's find us a good place, because I think there's plenty of volcanoes around here. It's just which volcano do we want to live in. So I'd rather have warm temperature than hot temperature, to be completely honest with you. There's a few settlements over there. I'm guessing, yeah, human hamlets over here. So we got to be careful because we don't want to settle there next to humans. It's not that we'll be hostile, but it's okay. So this seems to be a good place. There's elves and goblins. I think it's okay. I think we'll be able to handle the goblins, and plus, yeah, I think we'll be fine. So there's a little soil. There's iron, gold, silver, copper, nickel, and zinc, and there's a flux stone layer. That is important because flux stone is useful for making. Flux stone is useful for making certain materials. So what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna embark here. There's a light aquifer in this one. Temperature's a little different here, so let's see. I'll take warm or temperate. Both of those are pretty good. It's a woodland, which is pretty good. And so there's goblins that are hostile to us in a short trip west, but I think it'll be okay. And we'll embark here. Since we selected a large area, if you choose a smaller area, if you experience lag, water might need to be pumped out or carried away. That's fine. Aquifers, if you don't know what an aquifer is, all that is just little bodies of water that are underground. So we're not going to change off any of these settings. You can turn enemies off. I thought that was pretty interesting. You can turn on hard. I don't ever remember those settings in Dwarf Fortress regularly, but it'd be what it be. So now we have all our embark guys. So you have Iteb, Stukos, Indok, Alath, Kel, Kolit, and Aerith. And what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna go ahead and go through all these embark things, and I'm gonna bring you guys back because there's a lot of things just to set up your embark. We have items and animals that we can bring with us as well. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, I think I got everything settled for our guys. So I'll show you everything that I've done. So Eteb, we're gonna have him as a miner. He's proficient at mining and also proficient at swimming, because I like to have my miners also be good swimmers just in case I do something silly. So it's the same thing for Stukos. And then we have Endok, the woodworker, who's good at wood cutting, carpentry, as well as being a woodcrafter. We have Alath, the furnace operator, who's good, who's also a mechanic. So he's competent mechanic, skilled furnace operator, competent wood burner. Honestly, since we're gonna have magma forges, we probably won't need that, but it's okay. And so we also have Kel, our stone worker, who's good at stone cutting, stone carving, and stone crafting. Then we have our farmer, who's a skilled planter, butcher, and competent brewer. And I think, does he have anything else? Okay, those are all the things. And then we have Aerith, the metalsmith, who's a competent armor smith, blacksmith, weaponsmith, and novice metal crafter. So these are the guys that we're going to be going with. These are going to be our fine dwarves on this journey and the items that they're bringing along with them. Because Dwarf Fortress works on embark points. You can actually change these in the settings too, to like thousands upon thousands, or to like 10,000 points, which is overpowered. But that's besides the point, because then you don't have to worry about certain things. So you can just bring them. But got most of the usual stuff. Just change the plum helmet spawn and the pigtail seeds, because pigtails are what makes pigtail cloth. Got ourselves an anvil, a copper battle axe, 2 copper picks, 50 wine, 50 beer, 50 rum, 80 prepared gray langur intestines, because we like those, 17 plum helmets, and everything else is kind of normal for your Dwarf Fortress run. For animals, I'm gonna bring a dog. We're gonna bring a male and female dog, a sow and a boar, and turkey gobblers. So turkey hens lay eggs, and eggs are food. So and turkey gobblers, you only need 1 turkey gobbler to get the turkey hens to lay eggs. And then boars and sows. Animals in Dwarf Fortress need pastures. Pastures, yeah. Anyways, why do I feel like I'm saying pastures? Pastures, it's weird. Anyways, but they need pastures, and basically pigs don't need food, neither do dogs, so they're good to have in indoor bases and stuff like that. So I have a name for our fortress. We're gonna call it Fire Home, because we're near a volcano. So it's gonna be Zaril. Zaril. Okay, I was like, what the heck? Anyway, so it's gonna be Zaril Bomb. Zero Bomb. Fire Home. And the name of our group is the Wheel of Quakes. Does that mean that we're very strange? But yeah, so this is gonna be our fortress. If we won't have to worry about food initially, so we're gonna rely on migrants later for that. But this is for all the essential things that we're gonna need to do and get started. This is everything that we need. So let's go ahead and embark. Now, if we get attacked though by like goblins or something like that, we're gonna die. But it'll be okay. Well, it won't be okay. That's never okay, actually. So, oh, we're here. Okay, we got a dwarven outpost, and it looks like the dwarven place we're from is called Litas Moor. But there's no supplies left, but with stout labor comes substance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook. Provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before the winter entombs you, but it is spring now, enough time to delve secure lodgings here. The dingoes get hungry. Okay, great. So, we're in Dwarf Fortress, and it looks like, well, let me zoom out real quick. That's too close. I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Alright, so we're in Dwarf Fortress. Oh, holy crap. This is not my preferred place of being. What the heck is that? This is definitely not my preferred place of being, but it's okay. This is where our wagon is. So we're immediately going to need to move everything out of our wagon. And we're going to need to find a nice place to start digging into the mountain. So here's where he is. Here is the lava. Let's see where the lava actually is. Oh, the lava is right here. Dang. Okay, so this is a very full volcano. For sure, super full volcano. So the real question for us is that where do we start? Now what we could do is that we could actually just start digging straight down, like from here. This might not be a horrible idea, actually. Or we can find ourselves a little mountainside to get into. Because we're at like a really high elevation. Like a super high elevation, so let's see. And I'm just looking at the mini map on the side. So there's water over here, stuff like that. The mountain or the volcano's right there, and we're right here. So you know, let's start digging straight down. Yeah, let's dig down from here, I guess. Yeah, right here. So let's go ahead and get things started. We'll get our miners to do this, and this shouldn't take them too long because of who they are. So how many levels is this? Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Have them dig down 11 levels. Actually, I'll have them dig down a little bit farther, actually. Just for the sake of our colony. And so then we'll start, yeah, down here is where we'll start to really dig things in. But we're at such a high elevation. This is not a good place, but it's okay. So we might even want to dig down even further, actually. Until I'm looking at the map. We'll have them dig down that far. Right, and then that's where everything will start from us. Yeah, that's where everything will start for us. Alright, so let's have them get mining. So we'll have our miner dwarves begin to dig that down. And I want to try something out because there's a part of this. Because dwarves can do just about every task until you tell them to not do every task. So there's certain things that I feel like only certain one of these guys should be doing. And I'm going to turn on all their specializations just to see how that works. Alright, but time to start our fortress. So while they're doing this, I'm going to go and have my I'm gonna go and have my lumberjack go ahead and just chop down some of these trees around here. So I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit more because I like to play a little bit zoomed out. But it looks like we found Galena, Cinnabar. So they're gonna dig through all this. These is all andesite and stuff like this. This is generally pretty good. Or this is good because there's loam walls here, and loam is just kind of like where we can have like farms and stuff like that. So might want to make our farm area up in this place, but we're gonna just have them dig all the way down, and then when they get to the final one on elevation, which is this one, we'll switch things up. This is where we will start our Dwarf Fortress, all the way down here. So it looks like we got plenty of ores here. We have tetrahedrite, which I believe helps with what we call it, coal. I mean, not coal, copper. So let's see. Do I want to go forward or backwards? Let's go down this way actually. And we're gonna dig out. This space is gonna be like our main line. Pretty much like just our main road in a sense when it comes to our fortress. So what we're going to do is that we're probably going to go ahead and, as they're building these things out, we're going to have some emergency what we're going to do is that we're going to have some emergency stockpiles. There we go. I'm trying to think of the word. I just cannot think of words right now. We're going to have an emergency stockpile for them to have down here for them to take this. And so what our plan is that this is the way to get into our base. We're going to seal this off. I'm going to seal this off right, or we have the ability to seal this off basically, and then everything else is going to be dug around just this one central cavern. So eventually what we're going to do is that we're probably going to come up here. We're going to build some walls around this and some doors and stuff, or maybe just a general fortification up here so that, you know, not everything can get up here type of deal. Or get in here, I should say. But dang, we have to dig low. Okay, they're coming out. So let's get these things started. It's mid-spring already, which means that my dwarves have been hanging around for a while. But let's get things sorted. So this is gonna be our main entrance. And what we'll do is that after they finish digging this out, we're gonna make a bridge. And so with bridges in Dwarf Fortress, when you elevate bridges, they can make walls that most creatures can't get through. And so that's gonna be the thing that seals us in this place. There'll probably be another way to escape eventually, but it's okay. And will we be completely on this level? Maybe, maybe not. One level fortresses are kind of cool. Some of my longest fortresses are actually one level, but typically I do multi-level fortresses, but I might just do one level because this is like all underground, and so we have an amazing amount of space here on elevation 27 to do whatever we want to do, right? So when they dig this out, I'm going to begin to plan out the bridge, and then after that we're gonna set off some other kind of main pathways, and then from these main pathways are gonna come side pathways. They're gonna be 3 by 3. So I'm gonna have these guys dig these things out. We have plenty of food, we have plenty to drink, we have seeds, meat, and everything, fish, plants. We have plenty of everything that we need currently to do what we gotta do. And then maybe on these upper levels, what I might have them do is that, yeah, there's sand over here and all types of things. I might have them dig over and start to make, yeah, especially in this area, I might have them dig over and start to make little farm areas. So we'll have to see. I'll get them to do that eventually. They'll do this after they do this first part. So with Dwarf Fortress, you can actually change, if you press this button right here, you can change the designation to You can change these things, so you can auto mine ores and stuff like that. You can also change the priorities of these as well. So we're gonna have our dwarves mine this out. They're becoming talented miners. They're getting better at it, and they got a few needs, but it's okay. Don't worry about those currently. But our dwarves up here are kind of bored, so we're gonna go ahead and make. If they dug out enough of this, so we're gonna go ahead and make a building here. I'm gonna make a bridge. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're gonna make this 5 by 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're gonna, when this bridge goes up, we need to make sure it goes up the right direction, so it should go down, I guess. Yeah, because we're facing this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, and we're gonna make all of this out of marble, and our stone crafter, our stone worker, should come down and begin to work on this, if I'm correct. Or maybe not. Hold on, maybe I need to change things around. I'll turn most of them off of this, but everybody else should be able to do what they need to do. Or better yet, this is what it is. I know what to do. Right, so I'll turn this back on for everybody because I think it's okay. And the reason why this furnace operator is fishing still is because I think he has some things into fishing. If we add a new work detail, we can add one for construction. So yeah, here we go. So all these things, road building, wall, floor, construction, we're gonna have these done. Add this work detail, and we're gonna call this construction. So Dwarf Fortress is just like any colony simulator. Beginnings, kind of like building up your base, not really building up your base, setting it up, and stuff like that. Sort of kind of gathering food, but yeah. So then we're gonna give this to our stone worker. You can construct things. There we go. And now he should, yeah, there he goes. Or maybe not. I'll just go, everybody does this, actually. Whoever wants to construct this can construct this. It kind of doesn't matter. Alright, so they're getting these things done. They're mining throughout these things. They're getting malachite and so many different ores. And slowly but surely, they're getting really good at mining, so everything's going to come off a lot quicker for them. So now from here, we'll make 2 5x5 pathways, but we're gonna go this direction first, to the right. I'm gonna go over here. Me personally, I like to plan my bases super duper like ahead, even if that causes me to kind of waste time. So I think it's okay, but I'm gonna let my dwarves toil and work. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, I set my designation for my dwarves to dig things out. They're doing such a good job. So underneath this bridge, we are going to have a channel. And in this channel will be lava. Wait, now that I think about it, I might actually need to destroy the bridge first. Or destroy the bridge into the lava. And they dug out our area up here as well. And so up here we'll have some of our farming things, because I'm pretty sure we can plant on sand, so we're gonna do our best to plant on sand. That's going to be a little food stockpile here. And let's go ahead and make ourselves a temporary all stockpile right below us. And now it's early summer. But I started planning out things for our magma forges and everything. I need to plan out some stuff for our workshop so we can have some things to make in our workshop. But we'll wait for the game to save. Because this is the entrance, because down here is the entrance, right? And so we also want our soldiers to be near our entrance as well, so we got to be careful when we're placing things. This seems far enough away for me, at least. Now it's summer. They're gonna come and destroy this bridge, and I'll place a temporary stockpile for them all down here. Yep, and it'll be a stockpile for everything. So everybody should start to begin to haul all of our crap down there. Or maybe not. You can do this. Only everybody except for certain people should do this. Okay, yeah, now they'll start hauling. Yep, there they go. Right, so this is going just as planned. We're gonna have a few workshops in here. We're also gonna have a food stockpile here. So this is where we'll store our food. Oops. So make ourselves a little stockpile right here. Store our, where is it? Food. That's where we store our food. Here. And then now we can build ourselves another workshop, a farming workshop. We're gonna build a farm plot. Build a farm plot right there. Build another farm plot here. And then we'll also have a still and a still and a butcher in here, and we'll have a kitchen. Now the thing about workshops is that sometimes sometimes when you build a workshop, they can't actually get into it. Like, they'll build it but they can't get in or out of it because of the way that it's built. But theoretically all these should be fine. And so for a butcher workshop, we also have this open space in it so it can let miasma out. This miasma makes our dwarves sicky wicky. It's a raw pond turtle. Huh. Mans has been fishing. So they'll do that eventually. Our farmer though, just to make sure, because sometimes they don't do the things that they need to. Gonna make sure that our farmer does what he has to do after he stores that item in a stockpile. So if we go down here, let's go ahead and mine this out. Eventually they'll destroy this as well. But it takes some time because there's just certain things that they kind of hauling is a priority for them at the moment. All these raw pond turtles. If we make a fishery as well, probably that'd be a good idea. Things seem to be going well. Everybody seems to be really happy or excited for whatever reason, which is cool, I guess. They're hauling things outside of our wagon. So our wagon also store a lot of things for us, so. Alright guys, so we can get these things set up. Go down here. Building these things out. Poor dwarves, they have to sleep on the floor. So we're gonna dig this out for our smelting. And so while they're digging that out, we're gonna try our best to design a little area I guess near here. I guess we just have this as like our work area. So perhaps let's say, I don't know, because this is not actually even at all. Well, this is the middle, actually. I would hope. But, how do we go about this? What we can do is we can make just a variety of workshops. I like that workshops at 5x5, just in case, like, for whatever reason, they just cannot access a workshop. So if we make the first part of this, and then we can make this stockpiles behind the workshop, and then so this will come down and be, you know, part of the pathway for them to get through. I like the way you make my workshops 5x5 because they're always, almost, except for siege workshops, are 3x3, and your dwarves always need a way to be able to get into them. So we'll have them build this as well, and there's a few workshops that we need so we can start building a few things that we also need. So what we can do is we can also make this like that. And then we can add in a few of these. Then bam. So let's see. They've gotten a lot of things, but I've yet to see them dig into iron ore, like the ore that makes iron or gets us iron. So it's a little problematic. You're sleeping. Expedition leader, you have no job. All you guys are moving to store things into barrels and to haul them. Planters. So I think we probably need to add a new work detail. Something like farming related. So we'll have this for farming fields. Plant gathering, processing, brewing. Or is this milling? There we go. And butchery. We'll say, let's call this a farmer. So work details is how we get them to do specific jobs. It's kind of annoying, but it be what it be. And so for a second, I'm gonna, because I just want to make sure that he's able to do this, I want to turn off hauling for him. So after he's finished hauling, we will see what he will do. But it looks like one of our dwarves is pretty, like, not content, actually. The furnace operator. Annoyed caught in the rain, sleeping on the floor. Yeah, we'll have to give them some beds pretty soon as well. But we're just getting lots of things set up. And I wasted a lot of time because I accidentally left the game running while I was planning out all this stuff. So our miners will slowly but surely bring that in. He's gonna fish, he's gonna drink. And okay, our farmer's constructing a building, which means that everything is a-okay. Right, so he's constructed that. So I can go back and he can haul too whenever he's ready. Miners are the only ones that you just don't want them to haul ever, really. Okay, we got hematite. Hematite is one of the ores for iron. So what we're gonna have here is that in the summer, for this one, we're gonna have them. We're just gonna make them make plump helmets or plump helmets this entire time. Got this farmer's workshop. We can do various tasks. We can milk animals, make cheese, all types of stuff. And so over here, we will make for ourselves a little area to store our animals. Some of them, not all of them, because If I'm correct, we have some animals that would not do well there. Because we have some, yeah, stray horse and a water buffalo cow, which we should go ahead and butcher. So if we go here and we go to pets livestock, we can set both of these to butcher. Reason why we need to butcher them is because they're just not going to be of help to us currently at all. And we're going to have him plant pigtails here, and if you can't plant pigtails, then dimple cups. I don't really know what dimple cups are, but it's weird. And it looks like we have some migrants, so our population is increasing. Wow, 15. So we got some new guys. Hopefully there aren't any children. We have plenty of food for them though. Great. Let's look at our migrants. So we have 4 children and a few adults. So we have a weaponsmith. That's good, and a bowyer. What other skills do you have? You're a legendary bowyer. Okay. 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 I can't not have him do that job. Okay, that's interesting. And then what else do we have? We have let me pause. Oh, the game's already paused. You know, a weaponsmith. You're an adequate weaponsmith. Dabbling shield user, armor user, discipline. Okay. Not too shabby. Then we have a gem cutter. So they can do gem cutting. That's going to be pretty good for us. And we have a planter. That's good, actually. I had to have another planter. Both of you guys can plant seeds. Okay, so if we go to labor here, we'll have our other planter do planter stuff. And we'll also have them gather plants whenever the time is necessary. And everybody except for these two will haul and generally do our orderly things. I wish I could reassign like which one of these goes first, but I don't think I can. Okay, interesting. Great, so we have a legendary bowyer, which means that they'll be able to make legendary, I guess, wooden crossbows or something. So I might make them craft wood stuff, be a wood craftsman as well. So yeah, let's get them going. Interesting. So we got ourselves some migrants, which will do us well. Slowly but surely getting these. So let's make ourselves some new workshops. Let's make carpenter. And let's also make for ourselves a crafter. Let's also make for ourselves a stone worker. There we go. I'm so used to it being called a mason. Change to stone worker. Oh, we have obsidian too. I should not be using that. And so for us, for task places, labor, work orders? No. Labor, standing orders, chores. We will have children do chores like hauling, milking, feeding prisoners, all that stuff. Everything else should be pretty cool. Where am I? So eventually somebody should destroy this. Eventually. And then we'll also have them make, let's see, we have a jeweler now too. We also have them make a, what, where is it? It's a mechanic. There we go. So we have 15 guys in our population now, which is pretty cool. And our food is functionally working. Do have a decent amount of food. So our guy that's our planter, we might actually just stop him from planting. Just for now, maybe just like you don't plant anything, I guess, or gather or brew, but you can like butcher and brew and cook maybe. And we'll have the other one plant for us. That might be better, since we have a planter. No, I don't want to see this. So more of this stuff needs to go down into our area. Eventually we'll have a new place for our dwarves to meet and stuff like that, hang out. But for now, they hang out around the caravan. So a lot of our guys are saying that they have no job. So you can be a stonecutter. And that should change what you're doing. Yeah, there we go. Sadly, we have to make them... Citizens restricted by using their specialization button. Task restricted by setting their work detail to only select they do this. So we'll add a new one for stoneworking. So stone cutting, stone carving, masonry, all that stuff. And we'll have stone workers do this. Right? And then for people that do construction, here our stone worker will do that as well. Alright, we're good. So then he will construct that. It looks like our stockpile is definitely full. Let's make sure that there's no food in here, actually. So if we go to custom, go to food, we'll put this as none. They'll move the food out of there and move it to someplace else. But our dwarves are getting things done. So let's begin to make some important things. First things first is that we're gonna make some doors. We're gonna make for ourselves a rock. Actually, a grate would be nice. A rock grate. We're gonna need that for later. And actually, I'll have him make blocks for a little while. Well, actually, I'll do that last. Let's make a few doors. Like a few. Actually, no. I'm gonna have him make blocks for a little while, and then I'll cancel him making blocks after I do what I have to do. Alright, so they removed this. Alright, so we're gonna dig a channel here. Whenever we're ready, and then it'll go and it'll expand over here. Okay guys, so it is now autumn. Yeah, so it's now autumn, and there's something that we need to do that I've neglected before it's too late. We need to make ourselves a trade depot. Let's make it out of marble. But yes, autumn's come. Hopefully we get some more migrants. But things are going well, mining things out. Slowly but surely preparing to start our little canal here. Oh my gosh, just lagging. I was like, what the heck? We're gonna keep this close to the lava because I don't want it to disturb whatever we're building as much as possible. Of course, this makes it more dangerous, but who cares? It'll be fine. Actually, no, I don't even need to build this out yet. I do not need to build this out. Because rather, yeah, once this is dug out, we'll just do it that way. Things are going pretty well for our dwarves. I would think it's just that they're lacking like rooms and stuff, which we'll get to momentarily after they finish digging out the rest of the stuff. Rooms and places to place their head and tables and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and prepare these things kind of a little ahead of time. Gonna make some rock thrones. That is not a rock throne. It's a block. Oops. Never mind. Rock blocks. Not repeat, but we're gonna make some rock thrones. Rock thrones are just rock chairs, basically. But dwarves are fancy, so they call them rock thrones. Been making some beds as well. Gonna make some more beds. If we can. And honestly, because of our Boyer guy, I straight up want to make a Boyer. Because Mans was a legendary Boyer. Jack was amazing. Hopefully he'll be able to make this. And eventually our mechanic should... Who's our furnace operator, who is a fisherman. That's what it is. Stop fishing. Although he is doing a lot for us when he's doing his fishing. Alright, okay, looks like they finished off a lot of this mining, so. Alright, so this is very close to being set up. Gonna mine these across. Gonna mine this just along this. Just want them to be careful. Oh, nope. Like for instance, like to mine that would be dangerous, because then, you know, the lava would start flowing through, and that would be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But this will have the lava flow into our area. Now, there's sometimes the stuff in lava, but for the most part, it should only be like magma crabs. Anything else we don't have to particularly have to worry about. This construction is a little inactive currently, but it's okay. I will suspend the rock blocks for a second, because before we even build this, I'm just like preparing. We need to make sure that everything's like set up. Yeah, I knew they were coming. That's why I was like, we need to hurry this up. Right, so what I'll do here is I will go ahead and suspend all of his other tasks for a little while. And then he will come over here and do what is necessary. Yeah, he's going ahead and building his stuff. And he'll do the trade depot in a moment. So down here they've mined all this out. Got our mechanic here, gonna make a few rock mechanisms. Rock mechanisms are useful for doing certain things. And we're also gonna spend some time making a few wooden nest boxes. The purpose of a nest box is just simply for our turkeys to be able to lay their eggs in a place. And we have some migrants as well. Population increased to 17. We have another Boyer? The heck? No, you gotta be the OG one. Why do we have two Boyers? Oh, you're both legendary? What the heck? Two legendary Boyers, eh? Why are you constructing? I get so confused when they do certain things because I don't tell them to do this. And the people I actually want to construct things don't do it. Alright, so let's look at our citizens for a second. Miner. We have two Boyers, a weaponsmith. We have two weaponsmiths? What? Why do we just double up on everybody? Some of these guys are going to go into the military. We'll click on the diplomacy in a moment. Oh, no, never mind. This is my stoneworker. Never mind. What are you doing, Boyer? Why are you preparing fish, dog? He's a dabbling fish cleaner? Really? Interesting. So I will change. It's interesting how if I like their jobs, they're not gonna do some of these things. That's what it is. One thing I do miss is dwarf therapists. Dwarf Therapist was a mod, I'm assuming, for Dwarf Fortress that allows you to just assign certain roles to your colonists. I wish they adapted that into the actual Steam game, because I think that that's infinitely better than doing this. So now I just need my stoneworker to... He's sleeping right now. To work on construction. And we'll just talk to the liaison. So yeah, here we can ask for things that they can give us. But this year I'm not gonna ask for anything because I don't necessarily think about it. They want powder and leather water skins. Interesting. Yes, we know. So here in these stockpiles, we're going to begin to put furniture. Or, yeah, furniture. Here, this stockpile, we'll also put furniture. And hopefully, let's see, our stoneworker. I'll take him off for hauling. Stop it. And I'm gonna cancel his job because I want to see him make this. Stop it. What do you mean you have no job? Oh, I understand. I know what's going on here. So I'm not gonna lie, this game is weird, but it's weird when it comes to a lot of things, but it's okay. So what I will do is that one of my guys, whichever one it is, I'm gonna see who's best at this. Probably one of you boyers, I would assume, skills. Yeah, social skills. I will make you. We'll go here. I will make you our broker. Well, none of them have really any good skills, but now he's gonna have to be good enough, right? There's barely anything in there. So I'll make you our broker, and since he's... Oh, never mind, he's already... Oh, what, there was no point in me doing that. Then I'm gonna make this vacant. I guess it just takes them a second to like kind of do what's necessary, I suppose. And I guess I can't remove him as... Okay, there we go. I was supposed to say, can I not remove him? So we're gonna build that trade depot. Trade caravan's gonna come in. We have a marble grate here. And then up here in these stockpiles, we're going to have 2 stockpiles for blocks and bars and blocks. Yeah, all these are blocks. Right, so bam, made a trade depot. Yeah, well, they should be able to get in here now. They should be able to access it. Here they go. So the next thing that we need to do is to make a mechanism construction. So if we go down here to machines and fluids, get a lever, make a lever right here, and decide mechanisms. We will begin to do what is necessary, and we can go to this merchant. And anyone that's requested at depot, anybody can come and do this. And we can move items here. We don't really have that much, but anybody can come here and we can trade. And they have all types of crap for us. And not too much that we can particularly afford. Like at all. So we're gonna leave all that alone. So we're gonna get a mechanism here, and so this mechanism, we're gonna get to this door, and then we're gonna raise the door and see if it works properly. If it works properly, then we're gonna allow the lava to flow in and do what lava do. So now we have a bowyer's workshop because we have a few bowyers. Have them make a few wooden crossbows because I'm curious on how good they're going to be. We got some nest boxes here. They already made things here. So here we're going to make some bins. And the point of bins really is to store stuff, basically. So we're going to have them make a bunch of wooden bins. You can make stone bins too, I think. And then here, we're going to have unsuspend the rock thrones. And we're also going to make some rock doors, so that we can start like assigning and making rooms for our dwarves. So yeah. So down here is going to be into the deeper expanse. This is going to the right. This is going to the left. So we'll go ahead and go down here. And we'll probably reserve this corner for... reserve like this part purely for military dwarves. So I'm gonna make sure I get plenty of space. Gonna move things down. Actually, hold on. Gonna get plenty of space. Gonna move things down. Then we're gonna make ourselves a nice living area for our dwarves, right? So I like to give them 3x3 rooms. Right, and let's go up to 5 here. Yeah. Give them nice. Well, I'm gonna have them dig that up. Give them nice 3x3 rooms, sorta, kinda. Gonna have these move over, and we're gonna have a dining room in the middle, like right about here. So we have 17 dwarves, so we need 17 rooms. Have a dining room in the middle. It's gonna be a room here, room here. Actually, it's funny because I make bigger rooms in RimWorld. But get these things started. Have a nice dining room in the middle that they'll be able to get into. Then we'll have all these different rooms here, here for our beautiful, wonderful, amazing dwarves. I don't think dwarves actually need that much space, but I just choose to give them that much space, honestly. Right, and so on the opposite side, go ahead and make a fair bit of, what is this? Ooh, a masterpiece almond bin. Oh, okay, they left. That's fine. We'll make this a little nice area for our dwarves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That was a coincidence. It's a big enough space for them to do their thing. Looks like our guys haven't started making wooden crossbows yet, but I believe that's because there is not necessarily a task or a labor for them to do that. So I'm gonna let my dwarves work, and we'll see in a little while. You guys will see everything they've been up to. Okay, guys, so so we got everything working with our bridge, but what happened was that one of our colonists was like on it, so when it flipped, so they got hurt. Their lower body skids across the ground, but is deflected by the furnace operator's case spider silk dress. So hopefully they're okay. Oh gosh, this is the danger of such things. So let me see. Okay, they're healthy. No wounds or anything. Okay, so now we're gonna flip it back. Hopefully nobody dies in the process. So, oh, the kid flipped it too. Kid's a psychopath. Kid also needs to move so that I can actually get the lever. Oh, there we go. Lever. There we go. Pull the lever. Okay, it works perfectly. All right, great. So Now we will dig a corner. Well, our miners will come down. There's 2 ways for them to escape, so I think it's okay. Whichever way that they come from. Also, we placed all these beds, so things are going pretty cool. Things are getting better. They're coming to mine. I feel like it's okay. I was like, it's taking them forever to get down here. No, he died. He died. I just thought about that. He died. It's over. Oh my gosh. I peeped that. I peeped that so fast. I was like, if he mines it, not on the corner, he will die. And he did. He got burned to death. That's sad. Now we only have 1 miner, which things are going to take infinitely longer for us to do now. But magma's coming through. Oh my gosh, why? Oh, that was silly on my part. I should have dug a different part. Because I knew it was going to come out. You have to be careful with that type of stuff. Because usually they're fast enough to be like, okay, now I can get out and everything, but he did not make it. My boy did not make it. Rest in pieces. Rest in pieces. That sucks. Okay, we have a nice place for us to make. We have a nice place for us to, you know, have we have a nice place for our dining room. Oops. This is also going to be where our guys are where everybody's gonna meet as well. So we're gonna go up. We're gonna deconstruct the wagon. Oh, that's a sucky way to lose a dwarf. But somebody had to die eventually, so I don't know. That doesn't make me nearly as upset as it usually would. Because normally I'd be like, bro, I gotta restart my game. Like, type. So, slowly but surely, you're making rock tables. I've got our magma here. So make some workshops. Yeah, I know. He's gone. He's dead. He is burned alive. Dang it. I'm about to get another miner as well. So let's make ourselves a magma forge. A magma forge there, and then we'll have a workshop. Make for ourselves a magma smelter here. And so let's make a new labor as well. Honestly, I'm probably gonna have to make work details for everything. But I'll just do it one at a time, really. Because it's kind of a pain to do this regularly. So I'll have you do that, and wood smelting, if I can find it. Wood burning, there we go. Let's call this furnace operator. And we'll have you do this. And by the way, man, they made some legendary crossbows, which is pretty cool as well. So if we want to make a hunter, we can if we want to. All right, gonna go ahead and have our miner. It's winter time now, which is great. We have plenty of food. We don't have that many drinks though. So that is something that we will have to fix. Our poor miner. Our poor miner. Rest in pieces, my dog. So we're gonna need to brew drinks from plants. I would just do that like a few different times because we don't have access to water really, which is the other thing that we need. And so we'll go down to our carpenter. I guess, yeah, there we go. Go down to our carpenter. Have them start making some barrels. Now what else we need is a manager so we can have work orders, and work orders basically kind of automate some of these tasks so I don't have to keep doing this crap. So it's probably something we should invest in. Like how good of a gem cutter are you? You suck. Okay, great. You're a terrible gem cutter. I can make you an office somewhere and you can start to manage that for me. That's just so sad. Is this chalk? Oh, it's marble. It's a flux stone. So where's our furnace operator? He's attending a meeting. Alright, so we'll set this as a new zone. Our dining hall is right here. Accept. And we'll have this also as the... Yeah, we'll just have this as our dining hall for now, actually. And hopefully we can get some more chairs in here. Some more tables. Things are getting better. Slowly but surely. So I don't think I have anybody assigned for metalsmithing or metalworking, so we will have metalsmithing. Whoa, he's a legendary weaponsmith? That's crazy. We got that for free? Bro, are you serious? Bros, I didn't know some of these dudes were just legendary. Okay. So that other metalsmith or weaponsmith, Rigoth, you suck. No, we're not using you, Rigoth. Rigoth, what do you do? How do you do? Why are you covered in water? Is it raining outside? Man, Rigoth is going to head our militia. That's what's gonna happen. We can start actually digging things out for our militia. So let's... Can I make... Because I want to make just a single barracks. Nice. So... maybe like this. I'm just trying to see, because the Dwarf Fortress is kind of hard to tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we can make... This is so fancy. Why am I doing all this? Okay, so so basically what I'm trying to do here is that we're gonna make for ourselves a nice little barrack for our guys. So first it needs a place to store their weapons and armor, which we can have a little 3x3 area here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, at that 5th point we can just get rid of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, right? This can store One can store their weapons, one can store their armor. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 9. Alright, so this is going to store armor, weapons, and then we'll have this training area, and then this will be housing. There we go. And they can get that started. And then we can just place a indeterminate amount of beds in there. Or probably this can actually, what I can do is actually I can supposed to say I can make this a place for more than one group. Because yeah, they can just have 5 beds, because 10 beds can be in here, 10 beds can be in here. This can be a training area. This is where they store their crap. Alright, so let's make some more beds. Just a few more. Not too many more, like 3 more. And then make some bins. Gosh, that's so upsetting. I lost my guy. And here we'll make some, honestly, just make a whole lot of rock tables. Just make rock tables and rock thrones for a little while. And here you can make some, just make a few. I just need to make sure that like this isn't, they don't do anything stupid. But make some armor stands and some weapon stands, weapon racks, rose quartz. You got these things, magma smelters. Whatever you can melt, melt it. Galena hematite, that's important because it's malachite. Hematite's very important because it's copper. Sphalerite and tetrahedrite. Anyway, it's important because it's iron. That's why I've been meaning to say. So we have a metalsmith here, but honestly he doesn't, I don't want him doing certain things, so I might say him a different order. So we'll have a metalsmith work order, then we will have a weaponsmith work order. Some of these are like so specific, but it's so necessary. You alone do this. And then for this metalsmith one, we can just take this to blacksmithing and metal crafting. Right, and then we'll also make one for armor. And then we'll be set. So armoring. And we'll call this one armor smith. It's funny because we have so many legendary crafters, which would usually take such a long time to get them. So it's crazy how just that we just kind of got them off something random. But some of our guys are upset. What's wrong with you? How are you why are you unconscious? What happened to you? You're getting rained on. Like what? High willpower. Why are you right there though? Like you seem like you're gonna commit suicide. You're sleeping, but geez. What's wrong with you? Obviously they want to be able to pray. That's something that we're gonna have to do for them in a little while. Let's go over to where our food situation is. There's a few things we need to make here as well. So our good friend is brewing plenty of drinks from plants. On the opposite hand, we're going to need somebody here to process some of these plants, just so that we can get some things from them. So go to our work orders. Our farmer is not a plant processor. Wow, that's annoying. There's so many different things that I have to get my guys to do, but it's okay. If anything, this guy's a cook. We're gonna change this to cook. We're gonna make a new one called farmer. Right, and so farmering is gonna include milking, plant gathering, plant processing, and farming. You are a proficient planter. This is the things that you will do. And then we will call this farmer. By the end of this, I'm gonna have an incredible amount of work details, and quite frankly, it might just be something that, like, from the beginning of the game, you just might want to just go ahead and start out doing. Okay guys, so I just assigned a manager, and I'm finishing up some of these work orders that I have for him to give out, as I was just like, I need to automate some of this stuff, man. So the stuff that we have that's repeating, we will stop it from repeating, so they can do other things. But slowly but surely, things are going okay. Like, we have food, plants, we have drink, but things need to, it's about having these work orders should help us out like a lot more. And they want some places of worship as well, so I'll have to give them some places of worship. But it is so sad having only one miner, because my one miner can only do so much. But they had somebody else. But I turned, or we're gonna turn, this weaponsmith into our military guy. I'm gonna start to make some weapons as well. Now I'm debating on whether or not I should go straight for steel, which I think I am gonna go straight for steel, because steel is the best that you can get. This is the best armor and weapons that you can get normally. Thought I made a stone floor grate. A rock grate. Right, but it's good that we're getting these work orders down, though, now, because now I don't have to wait on automating all the crap. And so I can just go through each one of these, and I can make a work order. So we're going to make ones for our still as well, to just brew drink from plants. And we want at least, we always want at least 50 drinks. I guess that's probably the best that we can do currently. Just 50 drinks, and just brew 10 drinks if it doesn't meet that requirement of 50 drinks. And then on the other hand, if we get another work order at the same time for our farmer station, because I think this is actually, yeah, it's in alphabetical order. Farmer's workshop. I'm gonna process plants. What does process plants even do? I have no idea. But hopefully it helps us to get seeds. I can't remember. I'm gonna look that up. What does processing plants even do? Let's see. Process plants. Dwarf Fortress. Whenever you play Dwarf Fortress, always use Dwarf Wiki. Always. Process plants makes thread from plants. Okay. Okay. So then what about seeds? What gets me seeds? Just planting stuff? Like, how do I get seeds? Oh, okay. When a plant is eaten or used in brewing, milling, or plant processing, it leads 1 or 2 plantable seeds. Okay. Good. Alright, great. So we're not going to have them process plants. But I think that's everything for now that I can think of to make these guys do. There's like other things probably that I need them to do. Actually, there's a few things with our mason. So if we go down to Stonecutter's workshop, I want them to make doors, the reason why I make rock doors is because they can't be set on fire. But also because, I don't know, I just generally think they're better, more dwarfy, I would say. Tables and thrones. And so we go here. Want at least 3 rock doors on hand. If you don't have 3, then make 3. Tight deal. And he's going to check these daily. I'm going to have him check these daily. Although I could have him check it monthly, but instead I'm going to have him check it daily because I think it'll be fine. Eventually, though, we'll probably change that. So, yeah. So then now we have some automation in the things that my guys do, and I don't have to do as much work anymore. We have our defense system set and everything as well. Although there's a few things that I was like, I should probably get to change. I should probably begin to change. I should see. I think my doors are running around because they don't have a good place to hang out. But what we're going to do is that we're going to build for ourselves. Like for now, probably just going to wall off some of this, really. And have like a certain part that you can come in. Actually, we won't do that just yet. We'll wait on doing that. But if that's the case, if I just produce seeds every single time that I get plants, I might just want to make. Well, what we can do is that if we go here, we can go to labor, we can go to kitchen. You do not use pigtails. You can use plump helmets. Don't cook plump helmets. Don't cook any of our seeds. We have plenty of pigtail seeds. Okay, great. So then I guess I'll have them process. I'm understanding Dwarf Fortress a little bit better. I guess I'll have them just process plants repeatedly. Because some things it's worth just having them do it all the time. Alright, doesn't have any galena, that's fine. And we have these grates. I'm going to take these grates and I'm going to put them in here. Obsidian grate, we're going to put it in there. I have to be careful with the type of grates and stuff that we use when it comes to certain things because of what it is. Now, your dwarves will not willingly jump into lava. I hope. I would like to think. But you never know. So we can put a wood furnace here. Building present. Oh my gosh. Then get rid of it then. I'll just place a floor right there. It'll be fine. And yeah, I'll just place a floor right here. And we'll use this. So we have a few iron bars, silver, all these things. We use obsidian. Now the reason why I want to have a wood smelter is because we need charcoal or coal to make steel. And I think we need pig iron to make steel. So if we go to steel, we need refined coal. You can also add a work order specifically for a shop, but I don't find any merit into that. I don't find any merit in that currently in this moment. So we can expand down here as well for more. That's 6. For more shops and everything, or for more workshops. There we go. And then we'll probably make the end part stockpiles. We don't have that many dwarves, so we don't need like a buttload of shops, I wouldn't think. And half of them kind of do the same job as one another, so it's cool. And we can bring all this down. Go 3 in here, 3 in here. Bring these over, bring these over. Bring these over. This will be a little 3x3 space for them to place another set of stockpiles. There we go. There you go, just like that. All right, excellent. So yeah, everything in our fortress is going pretty decently so far. Things could be going better, but we have a defense system set up. Eventually, we're gonna have ourselves a nice spear dwarf, because that's the type of dwarf we're gonna have for our military. Great. Oh, okay, they're just making the floor there. I was so confused. I was like, what? Found brimstone. Kind of scared me for a moment. Oh, that's a wheelbarrow. I was like, what the heck is that? So we can make some doors so that we can finally get these guys some bedrooms. They're not very content with their situation, like, at all, but they'll be okay. They will be fine. And now it's going to be early spring. Hopefully we can get some new migrants in this time around. But this is the essence of Dwarf Fortress. All this good stuff. It's when sieges and all types of other crap happens that we start to get interesting stories. But we already got ourselves a little story. While building next to a volcano, our poor guy died. Now this is going to be, we have a main entrance in right now, but I want to be able to close it off and the dwarves still be able to get to everything that they need to get to. So they're going to change things up for sure. As we grow in planting and industry and stuff like that, we'll be able to get more, or we'll be able to expand a little bit more. So let's see. I'm looking at everybody. You are a manager, and you're constructing a building. You are a legendary weaponsmith. And honestly, they can, yeah, they should be hauling and everything. You're our legendary weaponsmith. Got 2 legendary bowyers. You're gonna be our armorer. You're doing furnace stuff. Well, honestly, since he's a legendary weaponsmith, I feel like he should, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave them to do that because I think it's fine when they don't have anything to do sometimes. But what we can do to make our places start to look a little prettier, start engraving stuff. Start smoothing walls. And we can engrave artwork into the wall and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but we might have somebody specifically for that job. Our one miner is like a beast because I'm pretty sure that they're a legendary miner or whatever it may be. But man, there's only one of them, not 2. So sad. Right, so we're gonna have them dig this out, and after digging that out, I'm gonna have him. We're gonna have like some little. I'll keep this as like maybe like an office area, I guess. But for our dwarves, we'll have little altars for them. So little places of worship that they can go. Little temples for them. A lot of them typically don't, or at least I don't think, usually worship the same god. So it's better off for us to just make them more than one place. They don't have any plum helmets spawn. It's okay. We have food, we have meat. Alright, they made the block floor here, and we can go ahead and make for ourselves a new furnace. So we got a wood smelter here now. It seems that we're getting iron bars slowly but surely. But with this, we can take the iron along with whatever the other thing is. Yeah, I think I need pig iron or something to make steel. Let me look it up. Oh, never mind. We just need iron and carbon, refined coal. Okay, so just charcoal or coke, and we get that from cutting down trees. So looks like we need to cut down some trees, or we get that from wood, charcoal at least. So it looks like we need to cut down some trees, and this will give them plenty of things to haul, which will be great for them, and it'll be great for us. I mean, I've been having so much fun playing Dwarf Fortress. This is, I would think, my 3rd fortress. I think so far, but this one is the one I'm actually going to want to keep going. Turquoise. All right, cool. That work order is complete. Our drink work order isn't complete yet, but they're trying their best. It's working on it, working on things in the kitchen. And so also what I will have my guy do, and have him build out over here. And we're gonna make a nice, why did I build it like this? It's so weird. Make a nice area for, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for our hens to lay eggs. So eventually he'll do that. Or our turkeys. Yeah, our turkey hens. Well, actually, I'd rather you build this out just a little bit, like the pathway. Then you make. There we go. So our turkey hens will be able to lay eggs in there once we get the next nest boxes and everything set up, and that'll be great. So I like how one guy is just super happy, but everybody else is just kind of like discontent. Well, most of them are kind of content. Okay, he's coming with construction. That's my furnace operator right there. Now, when it comes to metals and stuff like that, I don't really know how the production orders go with those. Like, let's go to our smelter. Let's say that we want to make. We don't have any lignite or anything, so let's say that we want to make say smelt tetrahedrite ore. This is a one-time order. Nope. But tetrahedrite ore. Oh, this makes copper and silver. So we can make a condition where oh, okay, got you. So it's still gonna be a conditional type thing. So maybe we can, like, if we have less than 100, then continue to smelt it type deal, you know. So our one dwarf seed. See, if we had to, I'm so sad. I'm so sad that we only have one. So I'm gonna pause his work orders for a little while, because I need him to go and chop down some wood. Our metalsmith, who is our armorer, I believe, does not have a job. That's fine. So if I go to armorsmith, metalsmith, he's a novice metal crafter. What he can do though is to go to the magma forge, he can start making a few other objects like copper flask. The point of a flask is so that our guys that are going to be in our military can have a place to put, or so that they can have a place to put water into their junks. And what I also should have them do is make a copper pickaxe. Just in case there's somebody else that can come along and we can turn them into a miner, we want to be able to give them a copper pickaxe so that they can have it. Honestly, one of these boyars has got to go, low key, but I'll keep both of them, I suppose. Let's look at our other dwarves. So we have a guy that's a planter, a guy that processes plants. Okay, everything seems to be pretty cool. And we have these dwarven children. I wish they'd grow older faster, but they're like 10 years old, so it's gonna take forever. But I think I think we should probably go ahead and establish a system where, just in case we get attacked, there is a place for us to... This is our main base, right? But not everything's down here. So maybe dig out a little bit, like, on the left side, I guess. And then we can have another bridge going this way. Or a side that's towards the volcano, maybe. And so then what we can have with this is that, like, near that, basically, we can have walls set up around our other, let's say, like, for, like, these areas and stuff like that. Like, they cannot get through there. There's only one way in, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm bugging right now. Right? Let's get these things straight. And we could have it near the volcano. Why? Because that should be fun. But no, because I'm not planning on building near the volcano, so having stuff near it is like not bothersome to me. And so then with this, we could set up so if this drawbridge is gone, like, they can't get inside, like, at all. Basically, nothing that wants to harm us can get inside. And we'd have this going up like this. Just like that. And maybe up a few more levels. Like, maybe to right there. Right? And then we have this, and bam, we'd be a-okay, super duper protected, and our doors would be able to get through any part of the base with no problems at all. And I need to redo this entire area because I know it's gonna bother the crap out of me. Like, cause what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna block this off, right? So I just want to make sure that it's kind of even, because even though all this is not even, because this is 3, 6, this is like 8. It's okay. I can't make all the runes perfect, nor is there a need to. Bloodthorn. We still have intestines and all types of stuff. We have these horse hooves and everything. So he's gonna work on that now, because I'm assuming that he finished. Oh, ooh, dang. Oh, boys like that. We're gonna make a building here. We're gonna make some furniture. We're gonna make for ourselves an offering place. So if I go B and F, that's P. Okay, my hand can't reach over there, but it's okay. I'm gonna make a few offering places. Few altars and offering places, because this should make them generally happier. And dwarves like beauty too, so we're gonna make sure to spice things up, like the beauty level in here eventually. But it's mid-spring. This should be the time where we should get some migrants, mid-spring or late spring. So if we don't, that would be a little problematic. We want to be able to attract migrants. Although we don't have anything to particularly like sell or give right now. But actually, no, we have... I don't want to go too crazy on building certain things, because like legendary items, stuff like that, because it'll attract things that I'm not ready for. Right, so let's see how our guy's doing. Up here, he's just about done almost. So I'll have him, I'll go ahead and unlock this for him. So what we also want to do is maybe we'll just do it like that. And connect all this stuff up. Bam. That'll be all good. Alrighty, and so the last thing you gotta do is make some nest boxes, which is a workshop, actually, now that I think about it. So dwarves like eggs. They really do. You know, who would have thought that some industrious short people, one of their favorite things to eat would be eggs? Nobody. Why did I say it like that? Industrious short people. Oh goodness, they're stout, if anything. But they do. Dwarves do enjoy eggs. So any chance that they get, they will absolutely steal these eggs and they will eat them. And we can also turn it into food flat out, so that's something worthy of note. Now there's a central area that I need also for my dwarves. Like just a place for them to hang out. And we're gonna make this area a pen for our turkey hens and gobblers. This one, oops, did not mean to do that. They're off gonna escape in a second. But this is for our dogs and boar and piglets and all that stuff. So they're totally running away, but it's fine. Oh, that scared me because I saw the fortress and I saw the A word and I thought it said attacked. No, attract. The fortress didn't attract any migrants this season. Right, so let's get things going. So now we have this quartz wood smelter and we can make charcoal. And then we can make a work order for this actually. That's something that I think is a good suggestion. So make ourselves a work order for charcoal. Wood furnace, charcoal. I don't remember what ash is used for, but matter of fine coal is, let's go at less than 10. That's perfect. Right, and so then they place these altars and these doors as well, and so then now we can make ourselves a new meeting area. And what this really is a temple. And it's a temple to Niles the Helpful. It's the Abbey of Law. I love the names that they end up getting things. It's so beautiful. Make another zone here. We will make for ourselves not an archery range, but make for ourselves meeting area again. This can be another temple. It's 11 worship of Astis. Oh wow. Okay, most of my dwarves seem to worship that god. Okay, interesting. Make another meeting area. Set this, and we have a new temple. Oh, they worship multiple gods. Right. I forgot about that. Hey, I'm just a very monotheistic type of guy, so I forgot that my dwarves, of course, would be worshipping at least 13 different gods. Right, polytheism. But we'll give them worship. Worship is important. And that's all good. Okay, nice. Alright, got some more native copper. Just dug all this out, which is good. Excellent, excellent, even. Okay, great. Everything is going great. Everything's going wonderfully. And so then the next thing to do, actually, well, once he's ready, is to block off those things with walls. So guys, I was doing some research and I found that a lot of my dwarves were just praying for like no reason, and my production was going down, so I decided to research it, and it turns out that this is actually a real life problem. So, and in some cases they might actually pray so much to the point where it might take them years because they're making up for lost time. So I'm going to spend some time making some altars and getting these things set up so that they can get their prayer time out the way, so that they don't end up affecting everything that I want them to do, which would be annoying. Now, the thing about Dwarf Fortress is that there seems to be an unyielding amount of gods, so this could be a wee bit problematic. Potentially, probably. Because I just noticed, just like some of my dwarves, it feels like the only thing that they do is worship and eat. And I just simply can't have unproductive dwarves like that. And make meetings. But we are getting pig iron. We do have pig iron, so now we should be able to make steel bars. Oops. Should be able to make some steel bars, and so then with the steel we will be able to make some steel armor. Well, I don't want to make steel armor, I'd actually rather make steel weapons. But while I'm sitting here, I'm gonna actually, if we have mica, we have a lead, zinc, okay, we have copper. So what I would like is that I would like for my guys to make some copper mail shirts. My armor to make some copper mail shirts, because yeah, I was noticing that my production felt like it was taking a hit because I had them like scheduled to do a bunch of crap. I'm just sitting here just like, man, what's happening? Apparently they're making up for all their times that they lost with their deities, which I don't know how to feel about that. Honestly, let's see. If we just go here, some of them just have like a lot of worshippers. Oops, that'd be a law. Cause I wondered like how many, I don't know. It seems to be okay now. Oh, they fixed it. Oh, okay, good. Okay, they're actually doing the things I needed them to do. Okay, great. But I'm still gonna make like 10 more or 5 more temples. Seems here that, yeah, we got some bins in here. We got a couple of copper mail shirts. Apparently they need to make hundreds upon hundreds of armor in order to, I guess, be a good enough metal smith or armorer to be a legendary armorer, because I want him to be a pretty high level before we get to certain places. So if I had him pause on all these things, I'm gonna let him get back to doing those things again. It'll be okay. So these guys, okay, so more of my guys are getting kind of content, but we did not attract any, and I mean we didn't attract a single one. We did not attract any guys to our junks. So what I'm having here is I'm having my craft stores make a lot of crap. Also, we can make like a little place where they can play music here, huh? Or never mind. This is a warrior's workshop. I don't want to make too much stuff just on the off chance that something all of a sudden wants to come kill me purely because purely because my stuff is too good. Because I have all these legendary craftsmen, crass dwarves. But hopefully everything will be okay. So I'll make a marble door here, another one here, and we'll make an offering plate here if we can. Nope, we can't. So we're gonna make a few offices here just in case, for anybody that's new that they need an office, well, they can have an office here. Right, but our fortress is looking pretty spiffy. But we need more people to do more stuff. I need more people to give more jobs so that we can do more things. But everything's going well. We have food, sort of drinks, and all types of things. But I think I want to make an order for making meals as well. So if we go to the kitchen, making like an easy meal, just unrotten. We have less than 10, I guess. Then we can make some more. I just feel sad for our one dwarf that died. It was so sad. Oh man, just so tragic. And if I'm correct, we actually should have also have made a copper pickaxe. Addis gave birth to a girl. Okay, wow, that's very unexpected. I didn't even know she was pregnant. I only recently learned that she had a husband. Like just now, literally. We have so many beds. There's so many different things in this game that I've just never done. But I'm like very excited and curious to do them now. So with this, when we have their squads made and everything, like let's say that we have 20 military dwarves, they will have a place to stay. Our population is now 17. Oh, isn't that adorable? We can start putting doors on some of these things. We don't have any doors currently. I'm gonna allow him to make this door. He has so many blocks in here. I'm gonna allow him to make this door, and I'm gonna. Yeah, I was like, okay, he's gonna make some altars. Great. Unrotten fermentable plants. And it seems that we're still continuing to plant stuff, and we have seeds and all types of stuff. So stuff seems to be okay. Things seem to go well. He's preparing an easy meal. He has turkey, hen, egg, biscuits. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We getting some food in there. Yes, sir. All right, I'm happy because things are going pretty well. I don't think we're gonna die. I think we're gonna be okay. I just think we need more migrants, and we need these guys to make sure to get their places of worship because they worship a lot. Like I mean, like dang, like I mean, they pray you way more than me. They be getting in there. That's a good thing though, that they pray so regularly though. As for the prayer of a righteous person avails too much. And I would assume that they're righteous dwarves. So through their prayers, well, that's if they serve the same God I did. But anyway, but through their prayers, you know, we should be able to survive this. Alright, so you're making wooden bolts. You're making one of you two should make a rimtar pipe, dang it. You're storing an item in a bin. Alright, so okay, we got some obsidian altars going now. So now we can get some furniture, an offering plate. Make one here. You don't actually need doors for these. I just give them doors because maybe like when you pray, you wanna have a kind of a secret place. You don't want to be disturbed. You don't want things to be loud. You want to just have time between you and your God. For any of you if any of you are Christians, you need to spend time getting into the secret place, because what the Lord sees you do in secret, He will reward you. He will reward you openly for the things you do in secret, the time you spend in a secret place. But also in the secret place, that is where your relationship with God is built. So I believe a pickaxe is actually a weapon. So it's early autumn now. Now things are getting spooky. Things are getting spooky. Because we need migrants this year. We do. Seriously. But I think... Okay, there's copper mail shirts here. This is the armor stockpile. Okay, these are weapon racks. While I'm sitting here, I should have plenty of weapon racks and stuff, actually. Yeah. These weapon racks are ornamental. But in terms of our military, they will actually store their weapons here. Sometimes, yeah, they'll actually store their weapons here if we tell them to. So it's always good to just make them, rather than having like little places where that is a ballista. Wow, that is significantly different than what I wanted. But rather than having like little stockpiles instead for all your armor, you can just have armor stands, and this where they'll put their personal armor. I had to stockpile because I'm gonna be making a whole bunch of crappy armor that just is little. It's basically useless, but it's gonna make copper mail. Well, actually, let me stop making copper mail shirts. Maybe make it out of bronze, iron, copper, steel. Okay, it has to be copper. So yeah, just gonna continue to make a few more copper mail shirts. And we might be able to buy some copper or some steel from the whatchamacallit that's gonna come here later. And we do have a steel bar. So now that we have a steel bar, we can make for ourselves a steel spear. And we're going to turn our militia commander into Rigoth. Rigoth is going to be our militia commander. Alright, and so it looks like the outpost liaison has arrived. You can dismiss that. And the caravan has arrived. They're going to be coming through. So since the caravan has arrived, we're going to move some goods here this time around, because we're actually going to give things to them. So they can take these copper mail shirts. Not my armor stands though. Or my wine barrels. Or my beds. Or my tools. Or my thrones. Jeez. Is there anything that I have to offer them, really? Body parts, bins, beers, barrels. There's certain things that they might not be willing to take too, which is why I can't put it up there, because I feel like we have more stuff than that. I'm gonna make another copper pick. Quite frankly, there's a lot of things that my dwarves need to haul that they haven't been hauling. It's a lot of things that they're missing out on, actually. But slowly but surely things are getting better. Ban Abo, whatever, is a dwarven baby. Looks pretty terrifying if you ask me, but it's okay. I get another copper mail shirt in there. We have a lot of copper mail shirts. So, the purpose of this is that our metalsmith is now a competent armor smith, which isn't that good because I feel like he's been doing this forever. But it's alright. So diplomacy, discuss your situation, the world the same as ever. What do we need from you guys? I would love to have, and I mean, I would love if you could give me. We already have dogs and cats, and we already have sows and stuff like that, so that type of stuff I don't want. Not digging implements, but metal bars, yes. If you could give me steel bars, that would be great. Like steel and iron too. That would be great for all of my purposes. And all the spawn, just in case we ever run out of them. I don't need any anvils because I have plenty of things for myself. I don't need any weapons. You. Okay, they need windows. Well, I don't have any windows, dog. Now let's get. Anyone's requested the depot. Just somebody so I can trade. And let's move a bit. We can sell this armor. I guess some of it we just can't sell because it's in a bin, I guess. What is this? Oh, but I think we can actually just smelt it back down and then turn it into. Okay. Just need somebody at the depot to trade. Oh, okay, trade. Right, so you can take this and this. They have platinum bars, rock salt. I don't want those. I don't want those. Silk rope. Not really interested in that. I don't even know what that is. Toy hammers. There's a donkey in that cage. I don't want any of that stuff. I don't want your battle axes or your swords or your spears or your crossbows or your picks. I can make that myself actually. Training spears. Nope, gonna make it myself. Cloaks. It might be worthwhile to actually buy clothing. They have leather and all types of things. Plump helmets. I might want to take some of that because it's good food. And we don't know when it comes to food. Alright, let's see. Let's take some of these plump helmets. That's about as much as we'd be able to afford. And yeah. It'll help us out a little bit. And animals are going to be a stray poor. Oh, that must have been our little piggy. Right? Get some more doors so that these guys can have some more bedrooms. I can designate this to be smelted, which should do me well, I guess. Man, the thing about all this stuff is like, oh, nice. I don't know how much steel we have, but for now, I would actually like for him to make iron armor. So an iron helm, an iron or iron greaves, iron mail shirt, an iron, nope. I want to see him make this too. Iron shield. So wait, hold on. Helms, greaves, mail shirt, shield, iron high boots, iron breastplate, helm, greaves, mail shirt, shield. Yeah, this is all good because greaves are for your hands. We attracted no what? Why not? Let me do that. Hmm. Dang, that's crazy. There's a lot of different reasons for why we might not be attracting migrants, and not too many of them I'm very fond of. Greaves, helm, mail shirt. Wow, he's making this fast as crap. I guess he just does not need that much material to make these. Right, so let's do this. Let's create our military. We're gonna create a squad. No uniform. The roads of paging. No special orders. And so we are going to make a barracks here. The roads of paging. They will train here. They will sleep here. They will put their junk here. And their ammunition. Right? And if we... I did that right. So if we click on this, we can equip them. And we can assign a uniform, or we can add a uniform. Let's call this Spear Dwarf. And so we will give them mail shirts, breastplates, helms, greaves, gauntlets, high boots, a shield, and a spear, and a training spear. Just in case you want to actually stab something. The material, iron, iron, but we can make them steel weapons. We have enough iron and stuff to make them steel weapons, at the very least. The shield, well, we want to make it out of metal, so also make this out of iron. And the spear, steel. The training spear, doesn't matter. Confirm and save this uniform. We'll assign this uniform Spear Dwarf. Right. So what we'll also do here is that we'll make training spear here. Or 2. Or 3. Right. And then what we're also going to do here is that we're going to... The roads of paging, that's a very interesting name. We're going to set up their schedule as well. So we're going to have them on the constant training schedule, right? But let me view it. Yeah, just for them to train all day, that's perfectly fine. They'll put on the constant training schedule. And this will be the thing for them. See, edit. At least one of them needs to train. Sleep in barracks at will. Equip always. Done editing. And I feel like there's something else. About their equipment, I think. If I go to their equipment details. Yeah, uniform worn over clothing. Bam. Alright, so right now, what he should be doing is... Where is he? He's picking up his equipment. This is my favorite part of Dwarf Fortress, actually, the military part. So he's made everything. Wow. I don't know how much good equipment really affects us, but most part, I want to give them the best equipment that they can get. So he's going to spend his time training in here. So there could be a slight chance that we will not get any more migrants whatsoever. So that's not the case. But I think it'll be okay. Alright, they're leaving. It's perfectly fine. Made an Ashen training spear. And he should still be gathering his equipment. I just kind of want to follow him around, honestly. See what he's doing. Where'd he go? Where is he? Oh, he's right there. Ooh. Look at him. He looks so cool. Look at him. He has 2 lovers and 4 children. Jeez. So he has iron shield, mail shirt, greaves, and a helmet. I think he's still getting his equipment. Oh, he's doing a combat drill. That's fine. So in here it is like a... Or I thought there was a breastplate in there. It's iron high boots, and then there's a breastplate that he can get too. So he'll get that eventually. But oh, look at this. He has a mail shirt, greaves, and a helm. Oh, look at that. That's so adorable. And as he does this, he'll get better at whatever he does. He's a dabbling spear dwarf now. He's dabbling as shield user, armor user, discipline observer, fighter. And I can send him to go kill stuff, basically. So one thing I've actually neglected is that I've refused to actually look at everything else. So there's only ravens as wild animals out there. So I guess we don't have to worry about that. I think spears are pretty good because they're stabby. So actually spears are just really good like in actual life. So it's going to be pretty cool. So he's going to do his thing. He's going to do his training drills. He might have a backpack. He doesn't have a backpack. But it's very important for us to get some new dwarves. If we can't, we have to wait for our other dwarves to grow up, which would be problematic. But I guess we're okay for now. One of you guys can make a wooden crossbow. Cause I feel like all our weapons just disappear into non-existence. Like I don't really know what happens to them. Unless they're in like these bins, I don't know. We can check our stats. We have silver bolts. I don't really know why we have silver bolts. I might have made those on accident. Why do we have still anviled? I don't think that's our anvil. Why do we have 2 iron breastplates? Where do we get some of this stuff from? We do have some backpacks that they should be able to use. I think some of this has to do with some of the things that people have on. So if I search for a pick. Okay, so yeah, some of that just flat out isn't ours, but it's okay. Once they leave, we'll be able to tell for real. But this is our fortress. This is Dwarf Fortress. I've had a lot of fun, but I've been playing for like 3 hours and 30 minutes, so I'm going to definitely take a break and do other things. But that's all I got for you guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys make sure you have a blessed day and know that Jesus loves you. And I'll see you guys later.